Oh boy. Oh man, why is my face cam not coming up? Oh boy. Yo, what's up? Here, let me figure out this whole face cam thing. That's a little bit weird. Logitech. That's odd. Yep. That's not what I wanted. Does it work now? Huh. That is so strange. Let me get rid of this and let's add it again. You guys can hear me, right? It's just my camera. Huh. That's really odd. Let's remove it. Okay, and let's add it again. Video capture device. Oh, and I have to do the chroma key thing. Oh gosh. I always forget that I have to do that. How do I do that again? Filters. Chroma key. I always forget how to make that blend in. Tools. Isn't there like it was like background remover, right? I think that's how it was. It's not blending. It's under proper filters. I remember that. I remember I saw like background removal somewhere. Ugh. Yeah, you can see me, but I want to get rid of my background. Ay, ay, ay. That is so weird how it just lost it. Let's undo this. Undo reorder. Undo add. Let's keep undoing that. Undo. That's really odd. It was like under filters or something. Oh, wait. Wait, filters. Effect filter. There it is. Okay. Color correction chroma key. It was something like it wasn't chroma key. I thought it was like oh wait. Okay. Now I remember. Background removal. Got it. Okay. And then I have to mask that. So that was filters, background removal. And then how do I add the image? Don't I? Do I just keep going down? Ugh. Sorry about that. Almost there. Why can't this work? I can't believe it did that. And I have to reset this whole thing up. Still, one thing I don't like about this. I mean, it's like a really cool software. Like, don't get me wrong, but these types of things can be kind of annoying. It's not select color. Interface device. Background removal. Was it? Limit key, color key. Mask. Nope. Ugh. I want to get this right. This is like really bugging me. All right. Okay. Let me background removal. OBS. I need to write this down just in case this ever happens again. Ooh. All right. Let me make this a little smaller. Let's try one more thing. Virtual background plugin. My gosh. Where is it? It's like... I can't believe that happened. So I go back to filters, right? I got the background removal correct. And then there's like one other thing. Isn't it image mask blend? No. Background removal. Scroll down. Chroma key. Let me try one more thing. Pressure expander, move action. No, it's right to do that. See, then it just like it's good. See, then it just gets rid of me. I just want to get this right. Blending mode. Nope. That's not what I want. It's like something like this, but that doesn't look fully right. I wanted it to blend. It is a blend. Wait a sec. Filters. Blend. Image match / blend. No, not for that. For this. Blend. Where was the type? Opacity. Select color. Let's try this. Nope. Ay. Blended mode. But see, then it looks glossy. Blended mode. Blended mode. One more thing. And then we'll just let it go. Okay. Alright. Well, I'll have to play around with it in a bit. Alrighty. What's going on, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all doing well. Sorry about the screen. I don't know why my screen did that. And because of that, I had to play around with my freaking modes. My face cam is not really working properly. It looks so freaking glossy. If that's even an adjective. I'll play around with it during a break. Alright. Well, here we are in the bottom of the first inning. Sorry about the late start. That just really tipped me off. Phillies down 1-0 on a home run that was hit by Corey Seager. So I gotta write that down. And hopefully they can try to bounce back here. Zach Wheeler on the bump for the Phillies. It's a 2-2 count with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And the 2-2 pitch by Wheeler. Swinging a foul ball. Just goes out of play. Two balls, two strikes to Wheeler. Blend into pick. OBS. Go to sources. Right click on your camera and go to filters under audio. Click on the plus sign. Then as you see your... Okay, here it is. Click on the plus sign, and as you see, your background's removed. So now we have some settings that we have to make adjustments to improve the accuracy. Okay, so... Alright. So let's color and choose green as the background. Filters, background color, green. Nope, that was the wrong one. It's this one. Filters, background color has to be green. No. Oh wait, is it because I have the glossy device? Blend in mode. Normal. It was this blending. Blend in mode. That's just for green screen. Now you need to do the background image. Oh, I probably have to re-add it. That's probably what I have to do. Alright, we're just gonna undo this. Alright, we'll just leave it at that. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jung. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. I apologize. That really blows. Three balls, 2 strikes. Now the Jung. Alrighty. Bottom of the first, here we are. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss by Zach Wheeler. He struck out Jung. And Jung goes down swinging. So there's 2 outs now. So that makes it now a 1-0 game. So Robbie Grossman now steps into the batter's box. Last season he batted .209 with 7 home runs and 45 RBI. And the throw off bat to first base is not in time. Janice, I know. I'm trying to fix it. I know, I'm trying to fix it. That's what I've been doing, and I can only do so much. So, I know. All right. Next pitch is up high for ball one. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. I know, I gotta play with it. Ground ball base hit back up the middle, and Robbie Grossman gets on with an RBI single. So a run comes in to score, and now it's a 2-0 game. Zach Wheeler not off to the best start so far. 2 runs in 2/3 of an inning so far. Ay. So Grossman gets a base hit up the middle. Did a good job at staying with the pitch. And the Rangers are continuing to hit off these Phillies. So now Caleb Coughlin goes out there to talk to Zach Wheeler. I wonder if I change. Okay, so I have to redo the image background again. All right. I'll do it after the break. Sorry about the technical difficulties, guys. It's just because, you know what I bet? I bet you, now I remember, I didn't plug in my face cam until I started recording. And usually, like, when I plug in my face cam, I restart it back up. I didn't do that. So that was on me. But I still need to know for next time what's going on. All right. Oh, but at least I figured that out. 1 ball, no strikes to Mitch Garver, who comes into the batter's box. And the next pitch is right at the knees for a strike. So it makes it now a 1-1 count. Here in the bottom of the first. 2 outs, 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 pitch is way up high, but Garver goes chasing right after it. Oof. Wheeler with 22 pitches so far in just this first inning. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Wheeler does give up 2 runs, but we go to the top of the second inning. All right, let me play with this. Okay, so let's get rid of this masking filter. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I need it. Okay. So this has to be green, right? This has to be green. So I go back to filters, go to this, and this has to be green. Okay, so then what I have to do is we have to re-add this. Okay, so let's re-add this. Yes. Image. Upload. What was the picture that I had? Oh, it was the press conference one. Image. Go to sources. Go to your select image. The order result will give you the camera on the top and the image at the bottom. At this stage, you will have a green screen. Add effect filters. So you go to filters. Okay. The ordering at this stage, you have a green screen below. Don't worry, a single step remains to discard it. Okay, let's try this. So video capture device, and then image. Then we go to filters. Then we remove that. And then we go to chroma key. Got it. I had to literally re-add this image. That's what it was. How about that? I did it. Okay. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. All right. We're back in business. Yay. Now I can make this a little bit smaller. Yep, I should probably make this a little smaller. All right. Sorry about that. Now we can make this go up here. All right. There we go. We finally figured it out. What's up? What is going on, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Let me move this down a little bit. And then I guess I got to move my camera down like that. Okay. And then finally, like that. Ta-da. All right. Top of the second we go. Hopefully you're all doing well. There's 2 outs now. In the top of the second, the Phillies trail 2-0. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a great day. Again, I apologize about the technical difficulties. But what's going on, man? Happy that you're here, man. Means a lot. I knew you were coming back on. I was just waiting for you. That's really why I had the I was gonna say that that's really why I had the technical difficulties, but no. Okay, well, I learned my lesson. Alec Bohm takes the first pitch with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. I probably lost a whole lot of audience members because of that. I apologize. Oh, and I gotta update this. Okay. There we go. Nice. We figured that out. All right. That's cool, man. All right. 2-0. Rangers up here in the top of the second. Bohm with a 0-2 count. Calls time. Nobody on with 2 outs. Eovaldi today has 23 pitches. Now, but Alec Bohm in his last game, he almost hit the cycle. He was just a triple shy. He went 3 for 4. He had 2 runs scored, 3 RBI. And we have another stoppage in play as another piece of equipment just came off. Or somebody threw something. Regardless. No, it was a piece of equipment that just dropped. So, another stoppage in play. Let's see what happened here. 2 seconds were left. Yep, there was a piece of equipment that was dropped. And is that an automatic ball because of that? That shouldn't be the case. Because that just shouldn't be the case. Alright, we fixed it. Alright. 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the top of the second inning. 2 outs, nobody on. And the pitch to Bohm inside for ball 2. Oh, we just got another subscriber. Thank you. I appreciate it. Again, I really do apologize about the technical difficulties and the fact that I forgot that I had to plug in my freaking face cam and restart it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bohm lays off the next pitch for ball 3. Everyone drop. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're so sweet, man. Can't believe that you're in 4th grade. That's really wild. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball over to shortstop. Seager fields it cleanly, throws over to first base in plenty of time for out number 3. So the Phillies go down in order. They had 2 hits in the first, and they can't come back from that. Okay, there we go. So that was a G6. So now I got to catch up on everything. I'm also keeping score. I'm old-fashioned, okay? So, like, in baseball, they always, like, tell you how important it is to, like, keep score. And, you know, the one thing that I like to do is I like to keep track of, like, what's going on, like, during the game. I have, like, my own way. I have a little scorecard here. I don't know if you guys can see it. There it is. Okay? So this is my little scorecard. I have the lineups over here, right? I don't know if you can see, but I have Trey Turner leading off. I go by last name. There's JT, the position, and all that sort of stuff. And now I just got to fill things in as we go. And I got to catch up on that. And then I do the same thing for the opponent. So I went onto Twitter, and I got the starting lineups because they released it on there. And I did that. It's a little bit tough sometimes because, like, when you're in person doing this, like, sometimes they don't give you the lineups until, like, a minute before the game. And, like, you got to, like, go down there. So, like, when I was doing Atlantic Cape baseball, I had the Atlantic Cape's baseball lineup, like, a half hour before the game easily. But, you know, the other manager didn't give me the lineup till, like, literally, I'm talking about the first game. The second game, I didn't even get the lineup. Actually, wait, no, I did. I got that about a minute before, too. Somebody had to, like, run up to the press box and give it to me. But it was a little bit tough because sometimes you just don't get these lineups until, like, just, like, last minute, you know. So we got another subscriber. Thank you so much. So this is so my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We're doing we're doing Phillies cast now. You know, I promised that I would be doing that this season, so I really appreciate it. I got a couple new subscribers, which is really awesome. We've been going at it for about 4 months, and still staying strong on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we do. We do Phillies content. We do Sixers content. I just have to remind you guys, and I will say it over and over again eventually, but I will not be on to do tomorrow's night's Phillies game, unfortunately, because I got to do Sixers basketball. I've been doing all their basketball games, and they play against Milwaukee tomorrow night, so that's a really big game, and it interferes with the Phillies game. The Phillies game is at 7, I believe. Yes, it's at 7. Why did I have to think about that for a sec? And the Sixers game is at 8. Okay. Here's Zach Wheeler as we go to the bottom of the second. No balls, 2 strikes, they just came back on. And Brad Miller with the 0-2 pitch. He fouls it off back towards the screen. Miller last season batted .212. He had 7 home runs, 32 RBIs. He also had a big home run in the last game that they played on Thursday. The 0-2 pitch by Wheeler. Swing and a little tapper over to shortstop. Trey Turner fields it on the hop and throws over to first, and it's in time. So that's good for out number 1. So Miller grounds out over to shortstop. Oh, your friend is coming? Oh, cool. Nice. That's sick. That's so cool. All right, Smith now comes up to the plate. Whoops, my mic was a little bit down. And the Smith takes the first pitch at the knees for a strike. Josh Smith playing over in left field. Not to be confused with the former NBA player, Josh Smith. The 0-1 pitch is fouled off towards the third base side. It goes right out of play. So we were on the day, 1 1/3 of an inning. He's gone. He's allowed 2 earned runs. And he still hasn't struck out his first batter yet. Can he do it here? The 0-2 pitch. It's way up high for ball 1. JT Realmuto behind the plate today for the Phillies. The 1-2 pitch by Zach Wheeler. Way inside a 96-mile-per-hour fastball that almost got Smith on the elbow. The 2-2 delivery. Outside. A changeup, or an off-speed pitch that was, and now it's a 3-2 count. So he was in front of the count 0-2, and now he's behind 3-2. The payoff pitch by Wheeler. Swing and a grounder over to shortstop. This is going to be a tough play for Trey Turner. He throws it over to first base, and it's not in time. It would have been an infield single anyways. So an infield single by Josh Smith. And with 1 out, there's a runner over at first base. If he doesn't like and subscribe, that's because he needs to sign into YouTube. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, dude. So Marcus Semien was the one that hit the home run back in the first inning to start things off. It was a leadoff home run. And Robbie Grossman then got an RBI double. Or RBI single, that is. Semien lays off the first pitch. It was just a little bit below the knees for a ball. Not by much. 1 ball, no strikes. Wheeler looks over at first base to keep Josh Smith in check. And the 1-0 delivery. Downstairs. And on the outside part of the plate for ball 2. You kind of wonder, and I think that this has been one of the main things, is because of the pitch clock, that really has been playing with a lot of tendencies here. And you got to get used to it. The 2-0 pitch, up high, way up high, that is, for ball 3. So he has not had a good job of commanding the baseball today whatsoever so far. And Semien is ahead in the count, 3-0. Wheeler still in the bump. And the 3-0 pitch. Just on the inside corner for a strike. 97 miles per hour on the radar gun. It is a beautiful day at Globe Life Field. They have the roof off. The sun is shining bright in Arlington, Texas. 4 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 3-1 pitch. It's lined over to third base, and it is caught by Alec Bohm. He makes a diving catch. That was about 112 miles per hour as an exit velocity. And Bohm just made a beautiful catch over at third base. That's going to certainly be on the ESPN highlights. Wow, that was a screamer that just came over to him, and he dove over towards his left side, or his right side that was, and took away a base hit. Yeah, Harper's going to be out till the end of May, at least. So that's now 2 outs. And Corey Seager comes into the batter's box. First pitch he sees is way outside for a ball. I mean, my goodness, Alec Bohm, he's made some errors over at third, but then he makes these other plays that are just absolutely incredible. That thing was hit so sharply. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. An off-speed pitch that Corey Seager could not catch up to. And it's now a 1-1 count. Phillies trail 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning, thanks to a solo home run by Marcus Semien and an RBI double by Robbie Grossman. The 1-1 pitch. It's inside and just a hair high for ball 2. Yeah, that play is going to definitely be on ESPN for highlights. It was an acrobatic catch. The 2-1 pitch to Seager. It's inside and low for ball 3. We were with 42 pitches and we're not even out of the second inning just yet. 2 outs though, a runner over at first. That's Josh Smith. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock on the 3-1 pitch. Fouled off towards the first base side. It was a dribbler that went foul. Phillies do play tomorrow night at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Played at 4:05 on Thursday, and they started off at 4:05 today. The payoff pitch. There's a grounder over to second base. Stott backs up, throws over to first, in time for out number 3. So how about Alec Bohm making a beautiful diving catch over at third base to rob Marcus Semien on extra bases, and he helps the Phillies keep it a 2-0 ball game as we go to the top of the third inning. Wow. So I got to say L5 for Marcus Semien and a G4. Yeah, G4. It was a 4-3 put out. Sometimes, like, when you're keeping score, like, I know that it gets, like, very technical, but sometimes I just have, like, my own way of just dealing with things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I write G4. I literally actually, like, still keep score because I think that it's actually a really good thing to do, especially as a broadcaster, so that it keeps you on your toes. With basketball, it would be so impossible to do it just because the pace is just so fast. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if Steph Curry, like, hits a 3, like, I don't have time to just, like, write it down, and then I have to, like, keep looking up to see, like, what's going to happen next as it's in real time. Like, Joel Embiid could hit a 3, and then I missed the call, and I'm doing too many things at once. Like, that's just so hard to do, you know? So, but, yeah. I'm Jason Joseph. I see that we just got another subscriber. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Was that your friend? If it wasn't, I really do appreciate it. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. And, yeah, man, so let's talk about the Phils. Okay, so Bryce Harper's out. Obviously, we have the whole Rhys Hoskins news that has come out as well. And I don't know. I want to get your thoughts on if the Phillies, you think, can still go really far this season without, even though both of those players are, at least Rhys Hoskins is going to be, they don't know how long he's going to be out for, but Harper will be back supposedly at the end of May, early June. So you think that the Phillies can still get into the playoffs? Do you think that if they go to the playoffs that they'll still have a good season as currently constructed? Or do they need another couple of pieces? Let me know your thoughts down below. I appreciate it. So 8-9-1 coming on for the Philadelphia Phillies. One of my best friends. Jake Cave played in 54 games last season for the Minnesota Twins. And the second pitch is up high. So the first pitch was over the heart of the plate for strike 1. And it's a 1-1 count. Eovaldi coming up with the 29th pitch and the 1-1 pitch. It's inside and low for ball 1. And the timing of the game has gone so much quicker with just the action. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's a Cave. So Philly's trying to get a hit here. Cave grounds it over to first base, and it's foul. It just went over to the right side of the bag. He hit it really sharply, though. So it's a 2-2 count now. Cave, in the last game, he got robbed on a home run by Thompson out there in center field. Cave will foul that one off again. That time it goes over to the left field side and out of play. Bubba Thompson, who was 0 for 2 in the last game, he is resting today. Maybe he'll be available to pinch hit later on in the game. Eovaldi winds up and delivers the 2-2 pitch in the dirt for ball 3. Cave batting on the left side, wearing his blue sleeve on his right arm, and has his elbow guard as well, his red elbow guard. It's funny because it says Cave on the top of it. The 3-2 pitch, outside for ball 4. Eovaldi came back with a slider that was way out of the zone, and Cave will get on with a walk to start things off in the third. So that'll bring up Brandon Marsh, another lefty. I guess it's a hot day out there in Texas, but maybe not too hot. Marsh takes the first pitch up high in this at-bat. I say not too hot because they do have a roof and they're able to have some AC, so if it were to get too hot, I'm sure that they would just close it. Yeah, Harper's still out. The 1-0 pitch up high and outside again for ball 2. Harper's not coming back until at least the end of May. Probably June, early June. Nobody out. Jake Cave over at first base. He got on with a walk. Eovaldi with the next pitch. It's fouled off back towards the screen. So it's a 2-1 count now. Phillies without Rhys Hoskins. He tore his ACL towards the end of spring training. And he's likely out for the season or for an extended period of time. Throw back over to first base is not in time. Ranger Suarez got injured as well, but he is, I don't know if he's scheduled to start next week or not. They haven't decided yet. The 2-1 pitch to Marsh. Swing and a miss. It was a changeup that was in the dirt, and he went fishing after it. And then obviously they're still without Bryce Harper. Harper had some surgery in the offseason. He was supposed to be out till about July when the news came out after the season was over. 2-2 pitch, way up high for ball 3. And now they're saying that he is scheduled to at least start rehabbing towards the end of May. And he comes back earlier than expected. 3-2 pitch, up high for ball 4. And the throw over to second base, it's not even going to matter. Oh, they're going to call it a strikeout? Was it a strikeout? That pitch was way up high. A strikeout stolen base. Wow. Yeah, Bryce Harper had Tommy John surgery in November, but he's scheduled to come back towards the end of May, early June. Hoskins out for this. Okay, so they did rule him out for the season. I can't believe that pitch was a strike. That's crazy. So Cave gets a stolen base. Marsh strikes out looking. And now Trey Turner comes back up. So 1 out and a runner over at second base. Trey Turner swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball over the middle. Playing it on a hop is the second baseman, Marcus Semien. He throws over to first, and he just gets Trey Turner. Not by much. Maybe about less than a step. And there's 2 outs now. So that'll bring up Kyle Schwarber. They played him right up the middle, and honestly, a good job by the defense to do that because they were shifted for him to pull, and they know that he likes to go up the middle a lot. So the defensive adjustments have been really good by the Rangers. Good job by Semien to recognize that. Kyle Schwarber comes up, and the first pitch he sees, he swings and misses at an off-speed pitch. That was right at the knees for a strike. Kyle Schwarber still looking for the first hit of the season. And the next pitch in the dirt and inside for another ball. So Cave is over at third base. There's 2 outs. You're in the top of the third inning. Schwarber struck out in the first, and he is now 0 for 5 in this series. And the next pitch popped up towards the infield, and it's not that deep or anything. Seager gets under it over the middle to make the catch for the third and final out. So a leadoff walk by Jake Cave. They strand him over at third base, and we go to the bottom of the third inning. Phillies trail 2-0. Come on, man. We got to capitalize on these opportunities. Oof. Alrighty, guys. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you do enjoy my Phillies content, again, I just want to say that I apologize about the technical difficulties I ran into in the beginning. I had my face camera. I keep unplugging my face camera because I have a laptop and because I like to shut it off, and I sometimes because it's a laptop, it's portable. I don't have like a computer over here like in my room or anything, and so I have to keep taking it on and off and keep plugging it and unplugging it. So I forgot that I had to restart OBS, and I didn't want to do that because then that gets rid of this recording, and it's a whole domino effect. So I had to just think on the fly, and I did it, and I'm gonna have to write it all down once I'm all done. Jaden Hopkins. Oof. Okay, so Phillies, they haven't been looking too strong so far. But hopefully they can try to bounce back in the fourth inning. But we still have to play here in the bottom of the third. And this is an inning where you really want to see Zach Wheeler try to just take control. Take the bull by the horn and just get used to things. Braves are up 4-0 against the Washington Nationals. That's in the top of the fourth inning. Astros are beating the Chicago White Sox 4-3 in the top of the eighth. San Francisco Giants, my dad won't be happy with this, but they currently trail 1-0 in the bottom of the second against the New York Yankees. And how about the Angels? They've scored 9 runs, and it's only in the top of the third inning. It's just Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout are probably eating on the base paths. Here's Nathaniel Lowe, who comes up to the plate for the Texas Rangers to lead things off in the bottom of the third. He's 1 for 1 on the day. The 1-0 pitch downstairs and inside for another ball. So Lowe scored on the RBI double by Grossman. 2 balls, no strikes, and the next pitch is fouled off towards the third base side and out of play. Wheeler gets set, kicks, deals. Next pitch is over the middle for a strike. It was a slider that was right over the heart of the plate. And the 2-2 pitch to Lowe. Just a little bit off the plate. It was outside, not by much. And it's a full count. Lowe batted over 300 last season and has been one of their promising players. 3-2 pitch, swing, and a diving stop that just gets past Derek Hall. It goes into right field, and Lowe gets in with an extra base hit, and he'll stand in at second base with a double. It just got past Derek Hall as he had to dive over to his right side, and it went all the way down the first base line. It was a screamer. I don't know if it would have made a difference or not, but I was a little bit surprised that they didn't play him towards the line. a little bit more. And again, that ball was hit so sharply, but just kind of thinking to myself, like, how could that happen? Garcia comes up, and the first pitch he swings at and fouls back towards the screen. Adolis Garcia, last season on the very first pitch, he had 8 home runs and batted over .370. Wheeler has 51 pitches on the day. Here in the bottom of the third. Nobody out. The 0-1 pitch. It is going to be lifted out to center field. It drops right in front of Marsh for a base hit. Rounding second, going over to third is low. And Garcia goes into second base. The throw did come home, and Garcia gets on with a double. So back-to-back doubles. Low, I guess, thought maybe that the ball was going to be caught. And he will just go over one bag. And he will now be over at third base. So that'll bring up Josh Jung. It was a pitch that was over the middle, and Garcia just got a really good hold of it. Jung steps in. He's 0 for 1 on the day, and he swings and misses at the first pitch, a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Jung struck out in the first inning. And the infield now plays in. Everybody plays in. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another 95-mile-per-hour fastball that was on the higher part of the strike zone. And Jung could not catch up to it. Nobody out. Runners over at second and third here in the bottom of the third. Rangers lead 2-0. Nobody out. And the 0-2 pitch to Jung. On the outside corner, called strike 3. And that is the third strikeout on the day for Zach Wheeler. He certainly needed that. Another 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Kind of figured he was going to go back to it. And now Robbie Grossman, who has been killing the Phillies over the last couple of days, comes up to the plate. 1 out, and our runners are over at second and third. And the first pitch is up high. Grossman had the 3-run home run that tied the game back on Thursday afternoon on opening day. And the 1-0 pitch by Wheeler. Swing and a high fly ball to deep right field. Getting underneath it and making the catch for the second out will be Jake Cave, and a sacrifice fly is made. Cave almost lost it in the sun. It went all the way back to the warning track, and Grossman gets himself a sac fly as coming in to score is low. So now there's 2 outs and a runner over at third base. So another RBI by Grossman. I was going to say I forgot that Castellanos wasn't playing out there. Here comes Mitch Garver, who spent some time with the Minnesota Twins over the last couple of seasons. He takes the first pitch downstairs for a ball. Rangers scored 2 runs in the first, and they've added another one here in the bottom of the third. 1-0 count. And Garver pops this one up over to left field in foul territory, and Schwarber runs out of room, and he can't make the catch. It was a long foul ball. Angels, in case you're wondering, they just added 2 more runs. They're up 11-0. But now it's in the bottom of the third inning. What a game. The 1-1 pitch to Garver. Up high and outside, a fastball at 94 miles per hour. We're used to Zach Wheeler throwing 98, 99, and hitting 100. But he's been not doing that today. The 2-1 pitch by Wheeler. An off-speed pitch that was over the heart of the plate, and it's hit over back towards the middle, and Trey Turner tries to field it on a hop, and he can't do so. It gets all the way past him, and an RBI single is delivered by Mitch Garver. He'll stay put over at first base, an error by Trey Turner. I mean, this was just a routine ground ball that Trey Turner just could not get a hold of. I don't know if he would have gotten, he probably would have actually gotten Mitch Garver out at first base if he would have fielded it cleanly. So it's now 4-0 Texas. Phillies not off to a good start so far. Miller steps into the batter's box, batting on the left side, and he takes the first pitch up high and inside for a ball. Turner, who's been really well known for his defense, doesn't make a whole lot of errors over at shortstop. But the Phillies surrender another run. 1-0 pitch, just inside and maybe by a few inches. So it's a 4-0 ball game here in the bottom of the third. 10 seconds left on the pitch timer. Wheeler gets set, kicks, and deals, and the next pitch is outside and high for ball 3. Looks like his timing has definitely been off in this game. But that's what happens when you're trying to get used to your mechanics and how that is impacted by the pitch clock. The 3-0 pitch on the inside corner for a strike. But the velocity and the speed certainly has not been Zach Wheeler type. Again, he's been averaging throwing 97, 98, 99. He throws 100 as well. And the 3-1 pitch, just at the knees for a strike. So he comes back in the count. And it's a 3-2 count. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Runner over at first base. And the 3-2 pitch. It's popped up over towards the third base side. Bohm runs over to his right side. And he makes the catch right past the third base bag in foul territory for out number 3. 2 runs on a couple of hits. 1 man left for the Texas Rangers. We go to the top of the 4th. Can the Phillies try to answer? All right. Let me take these off for a sec. Alrighty. Let me move this out just a little bit. Let's move this out a little bit. Okay. So now we can go back to full screen. There we go. What's going on, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. If you're enjoying this Phillies cast so far, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video as well. Really appreciate all the support and all the love. Yeah, so not off to a good start so far. Only 2 hits for the Phillies, and they're just Zach Wheeler just looks off, But like at the same time, like what do you expect? Because I feel like that because the pitch clock really has like played a big factor on. It's not just the Phillies, but every pitcher. It's if you're not used to it, and if you're not, used to practicing with it, it mentally I think can certainly get to you, and the catcher has to work out things differently. The pitcher has to, try to execute a little bit differently. And it's definitely impacted the game in a lot of ways. So, all right. I think after this one, we're going to take a quick step off. Top of the fourth we go. Nate Eovaldi still out there on the bump for the Rangers. And JT Realmuto steps into the batter's box. And he takes the first pitch inside and high for a ball. Realmuto got one of the 2 base hits for the Phillies as he singled back in the first inning. The 1-0 pitch. An off-speed pitch right at the knees on the outside corner for a strike. Eovaldi with 46 pitches on the day so far. JT's actually 4 for 8 against him lifetime. And the 1-1 pitch is down low. A fastball just a little bit below the knees on the lower part of the plate. And it's a ball. The 2-1 pitch to JT. That time it was a little bit more inside. And the fastball comes in at 96 miles per hour. It's a 3-1 count now. Realmuto with the 3-1 pitch takes it outside for ball 4. So Eovaldi gave up a leadoff walk to Jake Cave in the top of the 3rd inning. Phillies could not get him home. Can they try to get JT home with a leadoff walk here in the 4th? Derek Hall comes up, batting lefty. And the first pitch, he takes it up high and outside for a ball. Derek Hall had 3 home runs. His first 3 hits were all home runs last season when he came in, and he provided a lot of electricity in the lineup. The 1-0 pitch, inside and low for another ball. So Eovaldi has not been able to find the strike zone, and Mitch Garver wants to call time. Nobody out. A runner on over at first. There's Bruce Bochy, the former manager of the San Francisco Giants. He's a 3-time World Series champion. Helped win the World Series in 2010, 2012, and 2014. They had a dynasty. The 2-0 pitch to Hall. He lifts that one out to right field. That is going back to the track, and it hits off the top of the wall. Realmuto rounding third base. He will stay put over there. The throw is to Simeon as he tries to cut it off, and Derek Hall comes in with a stand-up double. Man, if the fence was a little bit lower, that one probably could have gotten out there in a hurry. He just did not miss a beat on that fastball. So 2 runners in scoring position for the Fightins. Nobody out in the top of the 4th. They trail 4-0. And here's Nick Castellanos. Boy, if he could get a hit here, that would be absolutely huge. Eovaldi gets set, kicks, steals, and the first pitch is outside for 97 miles per hour on the gun. So Castellanos takes. He struck out in his first at-bat in the 2nd inning. And the 1-0 pitch is on the outside corner. It was a check swing, but it was a strike anyways. And the count is even at 1-1. 1-1 pitch to Castellanos. He swings and misses at it. A slider at the knees that just dipped a little bit out of the strike zone, and Castellanos went after it. Eovaldi gets the signs from Garver. And the 1-2 pitch to Castellanos. He lines it over the middle. It ricochets off of the foot of Eovaldi and goes right into right field. 2 runs are going to come in to score. And a 2-run single delivered by Nick Castellanos. So the Phillies have cut the lead in half, and man, Eovaldi it seems to be okay. He got right up, but it ricocheted off of his right foot and just went all the way into right field. Castellanos hit a bullet right back towards him. It was a comebacker, and the trainers are going out there just to make sure that he's okay, and Bruce Bochy as well. So it's 4-2, and I believe that Eovaldi is still trying to shake it off. So Castellanos goes into second base, and he gets a 2-run double. So a leadoff walk by JT Realmuto, followed up by a double by Derek Hall, and Castellanos comes in with a RBI 2-run double. So he's standing over at second base, and Eovaldi is still getting checked out by the trainers. He's on the mound. He's going to try to warm up here and throw a couple of pitches, and his stride looks to be okay. It hit his right heel. It's crazy. So he throws a couple of pitches and looks to be okay. The trainer, along with the pitching coach, and Bruce Bochy are all out there, along with the home plate umpire. Eovaldi says, I'm okay. I'm good. And everyone's going to go back to the dugout. Do I see Zach Wheeler getting 5 strikeouts? I don't even know if he's going back out there for the bottom of the 4th, I'll be honest with you. But, man, Castellanos hit a bullet that was just right off of the right heel. And, man, yikes. You got to try to... It's so hard to just get out of the way of that if you're a pitcher. So now that I'll bring up Bryson Stott, there's still nobody out. In the top of the 4th, the Phillies now trail 4-2 against the Rangers. And the first pitch to Stott is a fastball at the knees for a strike. Stott grounded out to second base in his first at-bat. And the 0-1 pitch to Stott. He has to try to get out of the way of it as it was way inside, a slider. How about Nick Castellanos with 307 doubles since 2014? He is 5th on that list. The 1-1 pitch to Stott. Swing and a foul ball over to the third base side. It goes out of play. So Eovaldi has been working into a little bit of a jam. He's allowed his first 2 runs of the game here in the top of the 4th. Still nobody out. Castellanos over at second, the 1-2 pitch. Stott lifts it out to right center field. It goes back, and it just gets over the head of Robbie Grossman. Castellanos rounding third. He's going to stay put over at third base. 3 doubles in the inning by the Phillies, as Stott goes into second with a stand-up double. And, I mean, the ball was hit really hard, but Grossman just mistimed it. He leaned back over his right shoulder and couldn't get to the ball in time. And I think that if he would have recognized where the ball was going, he probably would have had a better chance of catching it. But Stott comes on with a double. So back-to-back-to-back doubles by the Phillies. And it's still a 4-2 game. Castellanos, I thought, was going to come in to score, but he was not able to. Here's Alec Bohm. One swing of the bat could tie this game or even put the Phillies up. And he fouls it off. So Bohm grounded out to first base in the second inning. And it's an 0-1 count. Eovaldi winds up and delivers the 0-1 pitch. It's inside for a ball. 62 pitches on the day for Eovaldi. He's been struggling here in this inning. The 1-1 pitch to Bohm. There's a grounder over to third base. Castellanos goes diving back to third. The throw over to first is just in time for the first out. So Bohm grounds out once again. And Josh Jung threw it over to first base for a 5-3 putout. Castellanos was dancing off the back. He was lucky that he just got back. So that'll bring up Jake Cave, who walked to start things off in the top of the 3rd. 1 out, runners over at second and third. Cave takes the first pitch in the dirt and inside for a ball. So it's a 1-0 count to him in the top of the 4th inning with 1 out. So a 2-run double by Nick Castellanos was able to help the Phillies cut the deficit in half. The 1-0 pitch to Cave. There's a foul ball that just goes back towards the net for a strike. So 1 out. Back-to-back-to-back doubles by the Phillies between Derek Hall, Castellanos, and Bryson Stott. And then Bohm just grounded out over to third. So now Jake Cave, the 8th batter in the lineup, comes up. And the 1-1 pitch is ripped foul towards the first base side. And it's a 1-2 count now. On deck is Brandon Marsh, who struck out looking in his last at-bat, and Cave actually ended up getting a stolen base out of it. The 1-2 pitch by Eovaldi. Swing and a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. That's the 5th strikeout by Eovaldi. And Cave goes down swinging for the 2nd out. An off-speed pitch that just tailed right out of the strike zone. And Marsh will come up. Runners still over at 2nd and 3rd. Marsh takes the first pitch, an off-speed pitch, a curveball on the left side of the plate for a strike. He struck out in the 3rd inning, but the first game he had a triple and he also had a single. The 0-1 pitch to Marsh. Up high and inside for a ball. All he has to do is just try to hit it hard, and a base hit could potentially make it a tie game. Should make it a tie game. The 1-1 pitch to Marsh. It's taken outside, 97 on the gun. Garver did a good job at trying to utilize his wingspan to get over to the ball. Eovaldi gets set, winds up, and delivers the 2-1 pitch. Up high and outside for ball 3. Trey Turner out in the on-deck circle for the Philadelphia Phillies. Still looking for a hit in this ball game. The 3-1 pitch to Marsh. A grounder towards the first base side, and it just hooks foul. This is the 7th man to come up to the plate for the Phils in this inning. The payoff pitch by Eovaldi to Marsh. On the inside corner, called strike 3. Marsh goes down looking, and he's arguing with the home plate umpire. And that was a controversial call, but regardless, the Phillies go down, but they do score 2 runs, and we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. And that was, I got to be honest with you, I don't even agree with that call. It wasn't, I figured that he was going to call it a strike, the home plate umpire, but I thought it was inside. I really did. But hopefully the ump's consistent. So, all right. We go to the bottom of the 4th. At least we got 2 back, right? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a great afternoon. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. Let me try to put this down a little bit more. Didn't realize that I had it like that. Okay. Nice. And now we go back to this. And we go back to full screen. You know, the one thing I wish that they had on OBS is that I wish that they had like a full screen mode, you know what I'm saying? Kind of wish that they had that, but they don't. Stay true. Okay. Oh my goodness. What do you guys think about this game so far? Thank you so much for the subscription, Stay True. I really appreciate it. 15 minutes while I was gone. Yeah. No. And honestly, Brandon Marsh, I thought that was a ball. I mean, if you look at the replay, you'll probably think it was a ball too. But let's just hope that the umpire stays consistent, because that was a controversial call. The 3rd strike that was. But at least Castellanos came through with a 2-run double. That was nice. And Eovaldi seems to be okay after it ricocheted off of his left or his right foot, that was. So. My gosh. Bottom of the 4th we go. So here comes Zach Wheeler. Marsh will now be playing, or he's still playing over in right field. The first pitch to Smith is just a little bit outside for a ball. So Josh Smith will be leading things off. It's going to be 9-1-2, so Wheeler is still out there for the Phils. And Smith takes a hack at it and swings and misses at the next pitch. It's a 1-1 count. Smith 1 for 1 on the day, had an infield single back in the second inning. And the 1-1 pitch is just a little bit inside. Had to try to move out of the way. Goes by Josh H. Smith. He's playing out in left field. He doesn't have any batting gloves for the Texas Rangers. Came on at the end of the season. And the 2-1 pitch by Wheeler. It's grounded foul towards the first base side. It was a little dribbler. And it'll still be foul. So Marsh went down looking on a controversial call by the home plate umpire. It was a full count. That ended the inning. 2-2 pitch, swing, and a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. Another strikeout for Zach Wheeler. That's strikeout number 4 on the day. That was a big pitch. It was a slider that just went to the knees, and JT did a good job at holding on to it. Here's the person that led the game off with a leadoff home run. Marcus Semien comes up to the plate. And he swings and misses at the first pitch, a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. He also lined out to third base, and Bohm made a beautiful diving catch. Nobody on, 1 out, and the 0-1 pitch. Marcus Semien swings and misses at the pitch, and it was missed badly. It was down low and way outside. Off-speed pitch, he's trying to shake his head to just scratch it off, so it's an 0-2 count. Wheeler gets the signs from JT. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And he still doesn't even get set, and it's an automatic ball. So a pitch clock violation, and it's an automatic ball for Zach Wheeler. It's the first one that they've had. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wheeler gets set, kick steals, and the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. You kind of wonder sometimes, as it was a slider inside. The thing is that, sometimes you kind of think to yourself, like, if it's an 0-2 count, is it worth the violation if it's going to be a good pitch? He did get 5 strikeouts. And Corey Seager comes up with the first pitch, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. So back-to-back strikeouts for Zach Wheeler. He struck out Josh Smith, struck out Marcus Semien, and the 0-1 pitch to Seager. Way inside for a ball. So it's a 1-1 count now. Nobody on, 2 outs, and they're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Wheeler gets set, kick steals, and the 1-1 pitch is fouled off towards the third base side, and it goes way out of play. You guys are so sweet. You guys are awesome. Nathaniel Lowe is on deck. Nobody on, 2 outs. Wheeler looking to retire the side. The 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball towards the third base side, and it goes out of play again. Seager trying to fight things off. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Played for the Dodgers for quite a while. And was picked up by the Texas Rangers. The 1-2 pitch. Inside and low for a ball. A slider that was way inside and almost hit the foot of Corey Seager. Brother of Kyle Seager. Third baseman for the Seattle Mariners. The 2-2 pitch. Outside. And it's now ball 3. 94 on the gun. What was an 0-2 count is now a 3-2 count. The payoff pitch by Wheeler. On the outside corner, called strike 3, and Zach Wheeler retires the side. How about that? That was another pitch that looked like it was just a little bit outside, but home plate umpire stayed consistent. So all 3 men go down for the Texas Rangers, all on strikeouts, and we go to the top of the 5th inning. Phillies down 4-2. Hey, you got the call. So, at least it was, again, at least the ump was staying consistent. So, that's nice. Oh, man. My goodness. We need to take some sips of water. What time is it? 5:27 on the East Coast. Ay, ay, ay. I think after the next inning, I'm going to take a little step off, like in between the innings. What do you guys think about this game so far? Phillies didn't have a whole lot of offense in the first 3 innings, and then they finally came to life. But there was nobody out with 2 runners on, and even though you had back-to-back-to-back doubles, still kind of wish that they would have capitalized. Maybe gotten home like one more run, but that's the game of baseball. That's how it always works, you know. Phillies were up 5-0 on opening day, and that was erased in the bottom of the 4th inning thanks to a 9-run 4th inning by the Texas Rangers, and they ended up winning the game by a final score of 11-7. And now the Phillies trail 4-2 in Game 2 of this regular season on opening day weekend. Can they try to bounce back and also end their 10-game losing streak against the Texas Rangers? The last time that they beat the Rangers was in 2014. Let that sink in. What was I doing in 2014? 2014, I was a sophomore in high school. Dude, I feel old now. I really do. I feel so old. I'm 24. How old am I going to be? I'm going to be 25 this year. Oof. All right. Trey Turner will lead things off for the Phillies, and the first pitch he takes is over the heart of the plate for a strike. He's 0 for 2 on the day. He struck out and grounded out. And the 0-1 pitch by Eovaldi. Swing and a miss on a slider coming in at 90 miles per hour. Great velocity as it hit the outside part of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes to Turner. Very quickly in the 0-2 pitch. It is going to be lifted out to right field. Is it going to stay fair? It is, and it just gets past Grossman as he tries to fight the sun again. Trey Turner rounding second base. He's going over to third. He's going to dive in safely. And a leadoff triple by Trey Turner as his first hit is as a Philly. That's his first hit as a Philly. Wow. That's beautiful. It went right over towards the T-Mobile sign next to the Bally Sports sign out in right field. Grossman's been having a lot of issues fighting the sun, and he has his sunglasses on and everything. Guess that you want them to keep the roof open if you're the Phillies. And just keep hitting the ball out over to right field. That'll work. So that'll bring up Kyle Schwarber. Let's see if the Phillies can capitalize. Nobody on and a leadoff triple by Trey Turner. Schwarber lines that one over to first base. It's fielded by the second baseman, and this should get the run home. It does. So an RBI ground out by Kyle Schwarber, and it's now a 4-3 ball game. A productive at-bat by Schwarber, and Trey Turner comes in to score. That'll bring up JT Realmuto with nobody on and 1 out in the top of the 5th. Realmuto will take the first pitch way outside for ball 1. Realmuto is 1 for 1 on the day. He's been hitting the ball really well for the Phils. And the 1-0 pitch to JT is way outside for another ball. The Phillies only down by 1 run. They were down 4-0 early on in this game. Did not get off to a good start. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-0 pitch by Eovaldi. It's lined over the first baseman's head into right field. And another single by JT. I had to freeze for a second because they looked, with the way that the camera was going, it looked like Nathaniel Lowe caught it. Did he? He didn't catch that, did he? He didn't catch that, did he? He did. He caught it. I didn't even see him catch it. That was hit so sharply. Hall comes up to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on, and he lifts that one out to left field, going into foul territory, and making the sliding catch is Smith for out number 3. So a leadoff triple by Trey Turner and some great defense by the Texas Rangers to hold the Phillies to within 1. I can't believe he caught that. How did I not see that? I swear, I feel like my eyes are going bad at times. So an L3 by JT and an F7 by Derek Hall. All right, I'm going to take a quick step off. I need to take a little quick break, so I'll be right back. All right, there we go. All right, we're back on. What's going on, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. I had to take the hat off. I'm starting to get a little bit hot. There we go. Oh, man. Phillies trail 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. A leadoff triple by Trey Turner. Did I say the bottom of the 4th? I meant to say the bottom of the 5th. So a leadoff triple by Trey and an RBI ground out by Kyle Schwarber, and then JT lined out to first base on a leaping catch by Nathaniel Lowe. And a foul out to left field as Derek Hall sending out over there and making the sliding catch in foul territory was Josh Smith for the 3rd and final out. Here we are in the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Nathaniel Lowe, who made the nice catch over at first. To lead things off, he's 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a double and 2 runs scored. The 1-1 pitch to Lowe. Swing and a miss at a ball that was in the dirt. And it's a 1-2 count. Wheeler throws the ball away. He has 85 pitches on the day. Started off very shaky and has finally found himself into a little bit of a rhythm. And the 1-2 pitch to Lowe. Up high and outside for another ball. There's 96. He hit 96 now, so that means he's starting to get into his wheelhouse now. The 2-2 pitch by Wheeler. Up high, and Lowe decided not to go after it. And it's a full count. Nobody out just yet. 3-4-5 up to bat here in the bottom of the 5th. And the 3-2 pitch on the outside corner called strike 3. That's the 7th strikeout for Zach Wheeler, and that's 4 in a row. He's retired himself. Only gave up 4 runs in the first 3 innings, and ever since the RBI double by Garcia, he's retired the last 7 batters he's faced. Garcia comes up, and he looks at the first pitch over the heart of the plate for a strike. The 1 pitch up high, way up high, for a ball. Look at the Fox crew. I don't know what they're eating. What are those, onion rings? 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a 94-mile-per-hour high fastball. Wheeler with the 1-2 pitch to Garcia. He lays it off as it was a slider that was way out of the zone. 92 pitches for Zach Wheeler. Most likely, after this inning is done, this might be the end of his day because of the pitch count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Garcia, and Garcia does call time. Now he steps back into the batter's box. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Wheeler with the 2-2 count. And the pitch. Inside and almost hit the jersey of Garcia. So we have a full count. 1 out, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 5th, the Phillies trail 4-3 against the Rangers. And the payoff pitch to Garcia. It's just a little bit down low for a ball, and JT is arguing with the home plate umpire, saying that it was just right at the knees. He took his mask off, and let's see here. Yep, that's a strike. That's a strike. So a walk issued to Garcia. But again, to be fair, the calls have gone both ways. They really have. So Zach Wheeler's day is done. We do have a pitching change. Didn't see anybody warming up in the bullpen, but now they have somebody else coming out there. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're still in the bottom of the 5th inning. Just said pitch and change. Oh, man. Honestly, just the whole face screen thing, that really threw me off. I was ready for this, and that just threw me off. Let's see how many people we got on here. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you do enjoy my content, and if you're still on here, I give you this content for free, and I've been really grinding, and so the least that you can do is just show me some love and support. That's all that a broadcaster and YouTube content creator wants, just love and support. Every time I think about that, I don't know why, I just think about dogs. I don't know why, but I do. Think about the children. Ugh. Alright, so got 7 people on here watching. Nice. Still in the bottom of the 5th, Zach Wheeler. His day is done. Let's look at his stats for today. I'm sure that they're also going to pull them up on the cast. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the Fox Sports score bug. I like the NBC one a lot better. That's just me being honest. I think we're going to put the hat back on because we have the hat here showing. That looks a lot better. Okay. Oof. There we go. And there we go. So Marte is the person that's coming in. It's Jung Marte, and the first pitch, Junior Marte. Jung is up at the plate for the Texas Rangers. Junior Marte stepping on the bump for the Philadelphia Phillies. The 0-1 pitch to Jung. It is just a little bit down low. Jung 0 for 2 on the day. And Junior Marte is making his Phillies debut. The right-hander coming in at 6'2" for 180 pounds from Santo. One pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Jung takes the lead off at first base. Or Garcia, I should say. Takes the lead off at first base. Garcia can steal. 1 out. A runner on over at first. And the 1-2 pitch to Jung. In the dirt and outside for ball 2. Jung was not with the Phillies last year. 5 seconds left on the pitch timer and the 2-2 pitch. It's a flare over to right field. It's going to drop in front of Castellanos for a base hit. And Garcia rounds second, but he will hold his horses and go back to the bag. So a walk and a single have been surrendered by Wheeler and Junior Marte. It was just a hanger that was right over the middle of the plate, and he just went the opposite way with it. Didn't really hit it too hard, but it was just in a good spot. So a strikeout to low. Garcia got on with a walk, and Jung gets on with a single. So there's still 1 out. Grossman takes the first pitch in the dirt and inside for ball 1. Phillies trail 4-3. They were down 4-0. And then Castellanos got a 2-run double. And Trey Turner scored after he tripled. It was an RBI ground out by Kyle Schwarber. And they try to get out of this jam. The 1-0 pitch to Grossman, right at the knees, a curveball that comes in at 86 on the gun. It was actually a slider. Beg your pardon. Junior Marte gets set, looks back at second base, now over to home plate. And the 1-1 pitch on the inside corner, coming in at 99 miles per hour on the gun. Oh my gosh. This man can fire. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball swing and a foul tip into the glove for a strikeout. It just disappeared. I thought Grossman had a little piece of it, but it just fouled into the glove. It was 99 on the gun. And there is out number 2. So 4 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. And now Mitch Garver comes up to the plate. 2 outs and a runner's over at first and second. And the first pitch is down low for a ball. Garver 0 for 2 on the day. He batted .207 last season with 10 home runs and 24 RBI. The 1-0 pitch by Marte. On the inside corner for a strike, 97 on the gun for Marte. He's been bringing the heat for sure. Wonder where they got him from. I think it was just picked up today. 5 seconds left on the pitch timer. The 1-1 pitch. Just a little bit inside. 98 on the gun. And it was just a hair off of home plate. Garcia over at second. Over at first is Jung. 2 balls, 1 strike to Garver. And the 2-1 pitch. That one was a little bit more inside, but the fastball came in at 96 on the gun. Another 3-ball count. Marte wearing his necklace. Gets set. And kicks and deals. 3-1 pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. And honestly, it looked a little bit low according to the StatCast, but that's just how things have gone. It's been going both ways for both teams. Some controversial calls, but everyone's staying consistent, though. I keep saying that. And warnings were issued to to the Texas Rangers bench. It's probably the Bruce Bochy who had some words. Marte in the stretch. The 3-2 pitch. It's lifted out to left field. It is carrying, and it just goes over the wall. Wow, a 3-run home run by Mitch Garver, and now it's back to a 4-run game. 7-3, and that one got out in a hurry. 381 feet, 107 miles per hour off the bat, and it's a 7-3 lead for Texas. It just missed the spot, and Garver knew he was going with a fastball, and he just got it right in his wheelhouse and belted it out to left field, and it got out in a hurry. So it makes it now a 7-3 ball game. And Miller comes up to bat for the Rangers. So one swing of the bat, and now we're back to a 4-run game. The Rangers have scored 18 runs in these first 2 games so far. The 1-0 pitch on the inside corner for a strike. My goodness, Garver's shot. That was a missile. Marte was doing so well, and that one pitch makes that much of a difference. The 1-1 pitch on the outside corner to Brad Miller is taken all the way for a strike at the knees. 97. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 4 seconds left on the pitch timer, and the 1-2 pitch is inside and low for a ball. So that makes it now a 2-2 count. Miller 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a fly out. And the 2-2 pitch is fouled off towards the third base side, and it goes out of play. Miller did have a 3-run home run in the first game. But as I mentioned, he's 0 for 2 today. Marte with the 21st pitch in this inning. Lines up and delivers the 2-2 pitch. Inside and low for another ball. He went with a slider. Marte gave up a 3-run home run to Garver on a 3-2 count. And he finds himself into another 3-2 count again. Miller will check his swing, 98 on the gun. And it was a foul. It was a foul ball check swing. Marte in the stretch again. And the 3-2 pitch is down low and inside for ball 4. So Miller takes it all the way for a walk, and Rob Thompson has to try to make a decision here of what to do. So Caleb Coughlin goes out there to talk to his pitcher. It's a 7-3 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. Phillies down by 4. Truth or dare? Oh, gosh. I'm going to say truth. Truth. All right, everybody's going back to their spots. And warming up in the bullpen now is Connor Brogdon. So he's warming up in the pen for the Philadelphia Phillies. 2 outs. Miller over at first base. In case you're just joining us, the Phillies trail 7-3. They were down 4-0, and then they made it a 4-3 game. And thanks to Mitch Garver, who hit a 3-run home run, it's now back to a 4-run game. Texas has the lead. Smith comes up in the first pitch he sees. He takes a miss. Or he swings and misses at it. And it's an 0-1 count. Marte in the stretch again. Kicks, deals, and the next pitch is fouled off towards the third base side, and it goes way out of play. Smith 1 for 2 on the day. He had an infield single back in the second inning with 1 out, and then would score. Or sorry, wouldn't score, but he had an infield single. That was the only hit in the inning. The 0-2 pitch, up high and outside, 98 on the radar gun for ball one. Yes, it is true. The 1-2 pitch, it's inside and a little bit high for ball two. It is so true. Is it truth or dare? Is it true that everyone right now should like and subscribe? I mean, if you enjoy my content, that's all it is. The 2-2 pitch, just a little bit off the plate. It was just a little bit outside. A curveball that just missed the strike zone. Lots of justs. So it's 3-2 now to Smith. Over at first is Miller. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Jung goes down swinging on a curveball that was inside and out of the strike zone. But the damage is done by the Rangers as they add on 3 more runs. And it's back to a 4-run game, but we go to the top of the 6th inning on a 3-run home run by Mitch Garver. Oh, yes. Oh, man, the Angels are now up. They're now up 12-1 in the bottom of the 6th, the Angels. Dude, there's like so many blowouts today. You see how many blowouts there are? Like the Braves are blowing out the Nationals 7-0. Angels are blowing out the Athletics 12-1. And the Rays are blowing out the Tigers 10-1. That's crazy, man. A lot of blowouts. Any more that I thought that I can think of? No. 6-2 blowout in Cincinnati, but that's not. I don't really count that as a blowout. Blowout is like 10-1, 7-0, like 12-1. Yeah. Yeah. How many people do we got on here now tuning in? Let's see. Let's see how many people on Facebook we got. Hello, people on Facebook. Hello, people on Twitch. Hello, people on Twitter. You know, I don't want to exclude you guys either. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you're watching me on any of those platforms or even on YouTube, don't forget to like the video if you've been here for a while and if you've been enjoying what I've been putting out on display. And also, don't forget to like. Don't forget to rate. Don't forget to give this a rating. 5-star rating, 4-star rating, you name it. If you go to my profile, you can do that and give me a review and let me know what your thoughts are down below. Another subscriber. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I saw that on Facebook. Or not on Facebook, on YouTube. Oh my gosh. I'm having such an off day today. Holy moly. I just realized on Facebook, I just went over here, and I just got a report that 5 hours ago, I'm not like trying to like toot my own horn here or anything, but we've reached about at least 1.5 people. That's impressive. Still got to put out content. Still got to be calling games. Get more reps. That's all it is. Castellanos comes up to the plate as Dane Dunning comes up into it was a call to the bullpen, and Dunning steps in. He was 4-8 on the season with 138 strikeouts. First pitch was a strike. The second pitch was inside and not by much. So we're even in the count at 1 apiece. Castellanos swings and grounds it over to shortstop. Seager fields it cleanly, throws over to first in plenty of time for the first out of the inning. So Dunning comes in with 3 pitches, and he finally gets the first out. We're here in the top of the 6th inning. And now Bryson Stott will come up. It'll be Stott and Alec Bohm. And if any of them were to get on, it'll be Jake Cave after that. Stott takes a high strike on the outside part of the plate. Stott does show bunt at the next pitch and thought it was just a little bit low as he tried to take it back, but it was a strike anyways. So now he's behind in the count 0-2 to Dunning. One out, nobody on here in the top of the 6th inning. Dunning was warming up in the first game, but Bochy decided not to use him. One out and the 0-2 pitch. It's a liner back right through the hole of the shortstop and the third baseman, and it goes all the way into center field for a base hit. Garcia draws a good throw over to second base, and it's a one-out single by Bryson Stott. He is 2 for 3 on the day. So now Alec Bohm comes up. He's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 ground outs. He batted .280 last season. Almost had the cycle in the first game. Just a triple shy, which is the toughest one, obviously. And Bohm lays off the first pitch for a ball outside. We have a runner over at first with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Phillies trail 7-3. And they try to cut it a little bit more. Bohm takes it outside again for another ball. Bohm batting in the 7th spot today. This is now his 4th season with the Phillies. Stott does take a lead off over at first. Dunning gets set. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-0 pitch. It's grounded over to shortstop. There's 1 out at second. The throw over to first is just in time for a 6-4-3 double play. Great play by Corey Seager as he turned it to Marcus Semien, and Semien just threw it over to first to allow for a 6-4-3 double play. Then that ends the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Bohm could not get it to go. Wow. Just like that. And it was ahead in the count 2-0. Like, why? You can't be doing that, man. The offense today, it's been it just hasn't been so good, you know? But not complaining. I'm not hitting the panic button. Nobody should. It's just the first 2 games. There's a long ways to go. But every game does count. We know that. Every single game does count. So if they're if they're trying to like fight for like a 7th or an 8th seed, this is like we saw it with the Giants and with the Dodgers when they were fighting for the division a couple of years ago. Both teams had like 110 wins or something ridiculous like that. And it like came down to the final game. So that's how it goes for baseball. Ooh, ay, ay. That was good. Ugh, I cannot wait to have dinner after this. Gonna have some pizza. You guys pizza fans? Let me know down below in the comments section if you guys like pizza. If you guys like pizza, you know what you should do? You guys know where I'm going with this. If you guys like pizza, I like pizza too. We have something in common. And because of that, you should subscribe to my channel. You should do that. Because, hey, I like pizza. Now, what type of pizza is your favorite? Because my favorite type of pizza, I like a regular pizza with mushrooms. Now, I know some people are like I don't like the mushrooms. Like, some people, go with, like, the chicken, the barbecue chicken. Or they go with, whatchamacallit? They go with the garlic. They go with the onions. I'm not really an onions type of a guy. I like spinach on my pizza. That's good. But let me know what your favorite type of pizza is down below in the comments section. Jose Alvarado comes in as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. In 59 games last season, he pitched in 51 innings and had a 4-2 record. And the first victim he faces is Marcus Semien. And the first pitch is a 99-mile-per-hour fastball on the higher part of the strike zone. Semien 1 for 3 on the day. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-1 pitch is a swing and a miss. Plain pizza from the pizza shop. That's good. I like that's cool. That's cool, man. The 0-2 pitch to Semien. Swinging a foul tip into the glove, and Alvarado gets his first strikeout on the season. Jose Alvarado coming in as one of the best relief pitchers in all of baseball. Now about the 6-4-3 double play that was turned by Corey Seager. It was just a nice defensive play. It was hit sharply, but just on the ground. Seager comes up to the plate, and he dribbles it over to the third base side, and it hooks foul. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Simeon has struck out in back-to-back ABs. Alvarado lines up and delivers the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner over towards the left center field gap, and Marsh gets right in front of it and is going to hold Seager to a single. It just went over Trey Turner's head. There was nothing he could do about it, and Corey Seager has himself his first hit on the day. He hit it so sharply, and it was a fastball right down the middle, and Seager caught up to it and just got the barrel on it in plenty of time. It was sort of like a Chase Utley swing. Very short and very quick. Nathaniel Lowe comes up. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Also made a nice catch over at first base. And the first pitch he sees is a 100-mile-per-hour fastball right on the upper half of the strike zone. So it's... No, they called it a ball. They gave it to him as a strike. The 1-0 pitch to Lowe. That time it's 100 again, and that time it's over the heart of the plate. So it's 1-1. Good afternoon, watching from the South, the Bahamas, outstanding stream. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate this. Means a lot. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. A foul ball that came in at 99 miles per hour on the radar gun, and it was fouled over towards the first base side. A little dribbler. So Seager over at first base. He got on with a single, a 1-out single that is, and now Nathaniel Lowe comes up. And he's behind in the count 1-2. Alvarado gets set, kicks, steals, and Lowe fouls it off again towards the first base side. Trying to stay alive. On deck is Adolis Garcia, who doubled and had himself a single as well. He's been red hot in this series. And he also walked in his last plate appearance. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-2 pitch way outside for ball 2. So Lowe decides not to go after it, not to go fishing. Again, he batted .304 last season, and he was arguably the best hitter on this Rangers team. Seager takes a lead off over at first. The 2-2 pitch. Downstairs and over the plate. That came in at 101 miles per hour. My goodness. Alvarado's been bringing the heat today, but it's now a 3-2 count. And a good take by Mitch Garver. Oof. Alvarado with the payoff pitch coming underway in just a few seconds. And here it is. Swing and a grounder over to second base. This could be a double play. The throw over to shortstop. There's one. The throw back to first is not in time. Lau did a good job of beating it out. Bryson Stott also made a really tough play as he turned it right over to Trey Turner, and Corey Seager wasn't really out by a whole bunch. And Turner wouldn't have got Nathaniel Lowe because he was just hustling down the first base line. Adolis Garcia comes up now. So now there's 2 outs and a runner over at first base. Garcia, as I mentioned, has gotten on base 3 times today. And the first pitch he sees from Alvarado, he swings and hits it down the right field line, and it hooks foul. 97, or actually it said 98 on the gun. Whew. Have a huge fan following. Fans here in the Bahamas. Really? That's cool. That's really cool. Huh. I didn't know that. That's it also doesn't surprise me though, because I feel like that they have a good following outside of the US, for sure, you know. The 0-1 pitch is way inside, 99 miles per hour, and it's an even count at 1-1. 14 pitches on the afternoon for Jose Alvarado. He came into relief. He's the second pitcher out in relief for the Phillies. For Zach Wheeler. The 1-1 pitch by Alvarado. It's fouled off. 100 miles per hour again on the gun. He's been going fastball after fastball after fastball. And it's a 1-2 count. JT with the signs. Alvarado gets set and kicks and deals, and the next pitch is way inside. That was only 96. Also, Eagles and Flyers in the city of brotherly love. That's nice. It makes me happy. We have a good fan base here. The 2-2 pitch. Garcia holds his horses and does not swing after the slider that was way in the dirt. And it's another 3-ball count. Phillies down 7-3. They were down 4-0 and then scored 3 runs. But then Mitch Garver in the bottom of the 5th inning made it back to a 4-run game. Alvarado with 2 outs, a runner on over at first base, and the 3-2 count to Garcia. The pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out on a 94-mile-per-hour slider that went right out of the strike zone. It sailed right away, and Alvarado gets out of another jam. And we go to the top of the 7th inning. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Phillies coming back up to the plate. I liked how he closed the door there. That was really nice. That was good. That was good, man. That was a huge, huge out to get right there. Uh-oh, my pen. Oh, no. Oh, no. My pen. Ugh. That's not what I wanted. Ugh. There we go. Okay. The pen's okay. The pen is okay. Ay. Okay. So I still here's my score. You want to see my score sheet so far? Can you guys see it? Can you guys see it? Nope. Okay, there's a little reflection there. What if I put it up here? Nope, it won't do it. Okay, oh wait, there. Nope. There we go. Okay, it won't show it. I gotta, hold it at the right spot. It's a little hard to do that. Oh, man. How you guys doing so far today? It's a Saturday afternoon. Do you guys having a good day so far? I hope so. It was raining all morning here, and then it just got so nice. The weather looks really good outside now. It was downpouring, though, at 12 o'clock in the afternoon here. Huh, somebody just connected to my home network. Huh. It says a new Onkyo Texas, or TXNR6. That's weird. I wonder who that is. That's a little creepy. That's to our Comcast account. All right. Coming up for the Phillies, it's 8-9-1 here in the top of the 7th. So Jake Cave will be leading things off against Dane Dunning. First pitch was outside for a ball. The second pitch is fouled off right back towards the screen. Dunning with 11 pitches in relief for Nate Eovaldi. Started off really good today, then had a couple of runs that he gave up. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a slider out of the strike zone over the plate. The 1-2 pitch, a dribbler over to the first base side. Simeon does a good job at fielding it and throws an underhanded throw over to first base to get the first out. And he almost collided with Jake Cave. So he had to make a tough play there. So 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Cave now 0 for 3 on the day, but he did have a walk on the stolen base back in the 3rd. Or 0 for 2, I should say. Now bring up Brandon Marsh. And Marsh takes the first pitch on the outside corner right at the knees for a strike. Marsh has struck out in both of his at-bats. And the next pitch is way downstairs. But he did strike out on a big controversial call to end what was the 3rd inning. Marsh puts that one over to the third base side, and it goes foul. And he's behind in the count 1-2. And this game, it has really gotten a lot faster at the major league level. The 1-2 pitch to Marsh. Up high and a little bit inside for ball 2. I mean, an average game in the minors, when I would call it, was about 2 hours and 40 minutes. It's just so weird seeing it at this level. The 2-2 pitch to Marsh. It was right over the middle, and he lifts it out to left field, but not making a whole lot of steps over to make the catch. For the second out will be Josh Smith, and that's good. So there's 2 outs now. Oh, my gosh. Oh, thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. Trey Turner will ground that one right through the hole for a base hit. And he comes right up and utilizes the third base side and gets himself another base hit. So he had a triple in his last at-bat and now singles. The Phillies hopefully can try to start a 2-out rally. I was a little curious to see what was. I see a new device is connected to the Xfinity, and I got a notification. I'm like, that's a little creepy. What if somebody's just? I mean, sometimes the neighbors use Wi-Fi, but that doesn't really happen here. Schwarber will take the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. So Turner stands over at first base. Curious to see whether or not he's going to steal here. Probably not in this situation. Schwarber behind in the count 0-1. Still looking for his first hit this season. And the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a pop-up to shallow right center field. Garcia takes a couple of steps inside and makes the catch for the 3rd and final out of the inning. No runs, 1 man left, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. Phillies down 7-3. It's time to stretch. So Turner singled. And Schwarber flew out to center field. All right. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. I'm not going to send take me out to the ball game. But it is. You know what? Maybe we should, stretch on here. Every time that there is a 7th inning stretch. All right. Well, I will stretch. Ooh. Okay, that was a little nice stretch. How about a little neck roll? Shall we do that? I only did one roll reverse, but I feel a lot better after that. Yeah, okay. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Mom. I got a little scared at first. What the heck just happened? Who's connecting to our home device? Is this a progressive commercial? Because that's what happens sometimes in the progressive commercials. You see creepy stuff like that happen. Ugh. All right. Bottom of the 7th we go. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you enjoy my Philadelphia Phillies and my 76ers and my Flyers and my Patriots content, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to, if you're watching me on Facebook, on Twitch, on Twitter, any of those platforms, don't forget to give me a follow, give me a shout-out. I'll give you a shout-out if you do subscribe to my channel, and if you do follow me, we will definitely be giving some shout-outs. I want to kind of try to do that a little bit more. I just wish that I could recognize, like, who subscribes to my channel first. Sometimes it pops up on my YouTube notifications, but sometimes it doesn't, But whatever. All right. 15 with empty bases, 20 with the pitch clock with runners on. Pitchers must begin their motion before the clock exercises. See, why did they do these graphics so fast? Like, if you're going to put up the graphics, and I've done graphics before, like, for stuff I've done, like for live shows. Like, why are we having it go by so fast? Doesn't make sense. Like, if there's a batter coming up and, like, the pitch clock, you got to be quick, like, that's one thing, but I don't know. Here's Sir Anthony Dominguez. He's appeared in 54 games last season. Was one of their top pitchers for the Phillies. Later on in the season, had a 6-5 record, 51 innings pitched, only allowed 22 walks, and he had 61 strikeouts. Phillies trail 7-3. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, a leadoff home run by Marcus Semien and a couple of RBI that went to Adolis Garcia and Nathaniel Lowe and Robbie Grossman, who had a sacrifice fly and an RBI single. So it was just my mistake. I looked at my scorecard a little bit wrong. So it was Semien with a leadoff home run. Grossman had an RBI single. Lowe then had a RBI double and then a sacrifice fly by Grossman. Phillies would then get 3 runs back, but then a 3-run home run was hit by Mitch Garver in the bottom of the 5th inning, and he'll be coming up in this inning, but it's going to be 5, 6, and 7, so he will be batting 3rd. Leading things off is Josh Jung, and the first pitch he swings and misses at an 89-mile-per-hour slider right down Broad Street. Rob Thompson in the dugout for the Phillies, and the 0-1 pitch just misses on the inside. Just a little bit off the plate. Sir Anthony Dominguez with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss over the outside part of the plate. It was a fastball that went tailing right towards the outside half of the top part of the zone. And it's a 1-2 count to Josh Jung. Jung playing over at third base. He's 1 for 3. He has struck out twice. And he fouls the next pitch off. 98 on the gun by Sir Anthony Dominguez. Phillies play tomorrow night at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time. We will not be on the call for that. We'll be doing the Milwaukee Bucks-Sixers game, as the 1-2 pitch is downstairs over the center of the plate. And it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count to Jung. Dominguez in the stretch, kicks, steals, and the next pitch is way outside for ball 3. I wonder how many 3-ball counts that the Phillies pitching staff has gotten into today, because it seems like every at-bat there's been a 3-ball count. The 3-2 pitch to Jung. Down low and outside for ball 4. And he gets on with a leadoff walk. So that'll bring up Robbie Grossman. He had a 3-run home run back in the first game to tie things up in the 9-run bottom of the 5th inning. Also had an RBI single and a sac fly today. And the first pitch he sees is taken way outside and high for ball 1. Jung can steal. And the 1-0 pitch to Grossman. It's lined right past the diving stop of Bryson Stott, and going over to second base, rounding, and going back over to the bag is Josh Jung. So Robbie Grossman getting himself another single. Stott had to try to dive over to his left and just mistimed it a little bit, but it would have been a tough play regardless. So a walk and a single to start things off in the bottom of the 7th, and Mitch Garver, who had a 3-run home run his last time up, also reached on in there. He comes up into a similar situation. First pitch he sees is taken inside 98 miles per hour on the radar gun for a ball. Nobody out, and the 1-0 pitch to Garver. Swing and a miss. A slider coming in at 90 miles per hour. That was a little bit above the knees, and he swings and misses at it. There's Bruce Bochy in the dugout, and the 1-1 pitch. It's in the dirt, and JT did a good job at blocking it, as it ricocheted right off of his chest pad, and it bounced right in front of him. Up next in the on-deck circle is the former Philadelphia Philly. They call him Bamboo Brad Miller. And the 2-1 pitch to Garver. He lifts that one high and deep to left field. Could it be? It is gone again. His second 3-run home run on the day. Another pitch that was delivered over the heart of the plate. And the Phillies now trail by 7. That was a bomb lifted out to left field. It carried and went about 408 feet or so with an exit velocity of 107 off of the bat. Whew. I mean, that's just a 97 mile per hour fastball that's just, again, over the center of the plate, and Garver just timed it perfectly, and, he has 6 RBI on the day. And he had a little bat flip as well. So that makes it now a 10-3 ball game. Back-to-back 3-run home runs by Mitch Garver. And the first pitch was a strike to Brad Miller as he fouled it off. So now time is called. And the home plate umpire is waving. And now is signaling to start the pitch clock. The 0-1 pitch to Miller. Way inside for ball 1. So the Phillies have given up 21 runs in these first 2 games so far. Not a good start by the Phillies pitching staff. The 1-1 pitch over the heart of the plate, and Miller takes it all the way for a strike. Miller 0 for 2. He walked in the 5th inning. Grounded out to shortstop twice. And the next pitch, right at the knees, or was just a little bit inside, I guess. Sorry, my screen froze. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2 pitch to Miller. It was right over the middle, and he lines it out to center field for a base hit. And he gets on with another single. So Dominguez gave up a walk, a single, a 3-run home run, and now another single, and he still hasn't recorded an out in this 7th inning so far. The Rangers have just been hitting the Phillies so sharply today. Andrew Bellotti now warming up in the bullpen for the Phils. And Caleb Coughlin's going out there to talk to his pitcher. There's Mitch Garver on the bench. He has 6 RBI on the day, 2 3-run home runs, 1 in the 5th inning, and another one here in the 7th inning. And he has blown this game open. That'll bring up Josh Smith. Miller over at first base with nobody out. And the first pitch he sees is a slider that is on the inside corner for a strike. Smith 1 for 3 on the day. And the 0-1 pitch on the outside corner for a strike. So it's an 0-2 count. Smith did not start in the first game. And he fouls the next pitch off. But he was 0 for 1. He did score a run and he had a walk, even though he didn't start. No balls, 2 strikes. Dominguez gets set, kicks, deals, and the next pitch it's gonna hit the or it's gonna get past gets past JT, and it's a wild pitch. Thought maybe it hit Miller for a second, and that's why it ricocheted, or Smith for a second, and that's why it ricocheted off of his foot. But he just got out of the way of it, and JT just tried to do everything that he possibly could to keep the ball in front of him, but it got away from him towards his right side. Oh, it did hit him. The ump didn't signal for a hit by pitch. It hit him. Figures. So now Marcus Semien comes up, and there's runners over at first and second with still nobody out. And the first pitch is down low for a ball. I didn't see any sort of hit by pitch signal. This is bad. My eyes are probably not so good now. And the next pitch, Semien lays it off. And it's a 2-ball, no strike count. Brad Miller. Are you a Texas fan, or are you just a Brad Miller fan? Because I like Brad Miller. I miss him from the Phillies. 2-0 pitch to Semien, and Dominguez comes back at him with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. There's still nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Phillies trail 10-3. The 2-1 pitch by Dominguez. It was a hanger that just Semien took all the way for a strike. Semien started the game with a leadoff home run in the bottom of the first. And he has struck out twice today. The 2-2 pitch. He grounds it, and Bohm plays it on the hop, but bobbles it, and everyone's going to be safe. So everyone moves over to the next base, and Alec Bohm gets charged for his first error on the day. He played it perfectly on the hop, and then as soon as he was trying to throw it over to first base, he just bobbled it. And now the bases are loaded. There's still nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Rob Thompson is going to pull the plug and take out Sir Anthony Dominguez. So that'll do it for him, as 6 men have come up to the plate so far in this inning. We'll be back in just a few moments, as Connor Brogdon looks like it's going to be him coming in. Wow, this is bad. This is really bad. Not so good, man. For those of you that are staying on here, I mean, y'all are the real ones, because I mean, like, anything can happen, but it's not looking good for the Phillies, and they can't even. I don't even know if they're going to get out of this inning with a 7-run deficit. Oof. My goodness. What time is it? How long have we been going for? 2.5 hours? Yeah, it must be 2.5 hours. Man, so much for the pitch clock. I mean, speeding things up. Honestly, it probably would even be a slower game if it weren't for the pitch clock. So I'm just saying, I just think it's funny, because if the average game, which I called, like some of them for Wilmington Blue Rocks, and they were quick, but I don't know. It's kind of funny, man. All right. After this inning, you know what? I'm going to go get some more water, because I need some more, and I'm going to take a quick step off. Oh, I thought that was live. Any other scores that we got going on? Let's take a look at those. Let's see if we got some more baseball scores coming up. Let's see here. Orioles are up 8-6 in the bottom of the 7th inning against the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox have a runner over at second with 1 out. How about the Tampa Bay Rays destroying the Detroit Tigers 12-2? The Mets are winning 5-2 against the Miami Marlins. The Giants retake the lead, and they're up 5-3 against the New York Yankees in the bottom of the 7th inning. And then the Angels, they are just demolishing the Oakland Athletics. It's 13-1 going into the bottom of the ninth. So Mitch Garver has tied a career high in RBI as he has hit 2 3-run home runs on the day. Corey Seager with the first pitch lifts it out to left center field. Schwarber gets underneath it. He'll make the catch, but the sacrifice fly is complete as Brad Miller comes in to score, and it's now an 11-3 lead for Texas. So the job is done. We have a weather alert. Oh, tornado warning. Here in New Jersey. Sussex County. Wow. We got a tornado warning. Hopefully that's going to be okay. Forgot to mention, too, that Andrew Bellotti comes in for the Philadelphia Phillies as their new pitcher. And now Nathaniel Lowe comes up. And it's an 11-3 game. I'm pretty close to it because I'm, like, right next to the river. Oh, really? Wow. Bottom of the seventh. No balls, 1 strike. To Lowe. And the 0-1 pitch. It is way outside for a ball. That's wild. Now look at this. It's like going to the Philadelphia area. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nathaniel Lowe. And Bellotti gets set, kick steals, and the next pitch is on the outside corner for strike 2. 1 out, runners over at second and third. Rangers lead by 8 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's an 11-3 score. Bellotti gets set and throws the next pitch, which is way outside for ball 2. The wind speeds are kind of picking up over here. Well, hopefully you're okay. Hopefully we're going to be okay. That's a little bit, it's a little scary. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2 pitch. Lowe lifts it out to left field and hooks foul and out of play. 7 men have come up to the plate so far here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Lowe is the 8th man to come up. He's tied up in the count at 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch with 1 out. It is downstairs and in the dirt. JT tried to keep it out in front of him, and it goes over towards his left side, but the runners don't advance because they're already over at second and third. Oh, you just heard thunder? Oof. Man, that sucks. Stay safe, my guy. Stay safe. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners over at second and third for the Rangers here in the bottom of the 7th. Bellotti gets set, kicks, steals, and the next pitch is grounded over the middle, but Turner gets over to it and throws over to first just in time to get the second out, but another run comes in to score. And it's 12-3 Texas on an RBI ground out by Nathaniel Lowe. So it's a 12-3 ball game now. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Phillies are down by 9. And Texas has scored 5 runs in this 7th inning alone. Phillies were within a little bit of reach, but it's a 12-3 game. This is tough. And the next pitch, up high, way up high for a ball. Can this, I just want the screen to go away. I want to be able to see more clearly. Adolis Garcia, 2 for 3 on the day. Singled and doubled. And the next pitch is fouled off right behind the screen. Over at third is Simeon. He reached on an error. 12-3 ball game. The 1-1 pitch is way inside for ball 2. So Bellotti is behind in the count. Mitch Garver has scored half of the runs by Texas. Has driven in half the runs, I should say. Not scored. That would be a lot. The 2-1 pitch. It's lined into left field for another base hit, and another run's going to come in to score. So Garcia makes it a 10-run game on an RBI single, and the inning continues as Simeon rounds third base, and Garcia has another RBI. It was a moving slider that missed its spot, and Bohm tried to dive and make an attempt for it, but it was a screamer. So 2 singles and a double by Garcia. What a day he's had. So that'll bring up Josh Jung. Now if you're keeping score like what I'm doing, got to go into the next inning, because this is the 10th man to come up to the plate in this inning alone. Now they go back to the full screen. Thank God. But I understand why they're doing it. The 1-0 pitch. Down low for ball 2. Garcia stands over at first base. He's playing over in center field. Bellotti, 14 pitches. He's only given up a hit, but has recorded 2 outs in this inning. There was nobody out with the bases loaded when he came in. There's Craig Kimbrell warming up in the bullpen for the Phillies. He's probably going to come in during the next inning. Phillies trail by 10. Jung has struck out twice, but he's gotten on base twice. And the 2-0 pitch, down low and in the dirt for ball 3. Bellotti did pitch on Thursday, and he went 1 inning. He had 2 strikeouts and only surrendered a walk. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 3-0 pitch. Right at the knees, a 94-mile-per-hour fastball for a strike. Three seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out to center field. Marsh goes over to his right, gets in front of it, and makes the catch. For the third and final out, but 10 men come to the plate. And about 6 runs come home for the Rangers. And we go to the top of the 8th inning. Phillies trail 13-3. Okay. So a fly out to center field. I'm going to take a very quick step off, and I will be right back. I'm going to go get some water. All right, here we go. All right. Well, we're back. A 10-run deficit by the Phillies. They give up 6 runs in that bottom of the 7th inning. Is Dunning still out there for the Rangers? I don't even know. But I finally got some water. Hopefully, if you're in the New Jersey area, that you're staying safe because there's been a whole lot of tornado warnings. Dunning's still out there on the bump. And Garrett Stubbs comes in to pitch hit for JT. Stubbs pops it up in foul territory, and it goes out of play. And it's a 1-1 count now. And now the winds are starting to pick up. It is getting really windy over here. Yep. Now I see it. One ball, one strike to Stubbs. And Stubbs pops it up on a high fastball that goes over towards the first base side. It's in play, and Lowe makes the catch for the first out. 1 up, 1 down to start things off here in the top of the 8th. So Stubbs comes in to replace JT Realmuto. And now Josh Harrison will come in to pinch hit for Derek Hall. When they're slowing down, face blue smile. Damn, dude, I hope you're staying safe. Don't be afraid to go to the basement if anything. Harrison takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a high strike, and the next pitch is going to be grounded over to shortstop. Seager plays it on a hop, throws over to first in plenty of time for the second out of the inning. Shohei Ohtani. Oh, he had a he had an RBI single as a part of an 11-run third inning. Huh. That's how they got all their runs, for the most part. 11-run third inning. Castellanos takes the first pitch that was way outside and low for a ball. Phillies down to their final 4 outs as they're here in the top of the 8th inning. Castellanos does call time. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Don't forget, if you're listening to my channel, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate you guys for being on here, for those of you that have stayed, even though it's been a blowout. And the next pitch to Castellanos. Right at the knees on the outside corner for another strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nick. And the 1-1 pitch downstairs for ball 2. Castellanos did have a 2-run double in the 4th inning, and at the time it cut it to a 4-2 deficit. And the 2-1 pitch to Castellanos, way outside for another ball. You think it's possible if I can maybe get to 140 by the end of this? Maybe. The 3-1 pitch, swinging a liner out to left field, and it'll drop in for a base hit. Castellanos rounding first, going to second. The throw over to second base is not in time. The throw was just a little bit off the line. And Castellanos comes in with the 2-out double as Josh Smith tried to throw it over to Corey Seager, and Seager had to go over towards his left side to just keep it. So he slides in safely and gets in with a double. 2 outs. Castellanos over at second. And now Bryson Stott comes up. And Stott takes the first pitch up high and outside for ball 1. I didn't get it on my phone just yet. But I'm waiting. 1 ball, no strikes to Bryson Stott. And the 1-0 pitch. It's down low again and inside for ball 2. Phillies down by 10 runs here in the top of the 8th inning. And they're down to their last 4 outs. Dane Dunning's still out there on the bump. He has 33 pitches on the day. Stott ahead in the count 2-0. He's 2 for 3 on the day. And the next pitch is on the outside corner, a slider coming in at only 84 miles per hour. But it was located in a perfect spot. Five seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-1 pitch to Stott. It's a dribbler over towards the second base side, and the throw over to first by Simeon is in plenty of time for out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies down by 10. They leave another runner over at second base in scoring position, and we'll be back in just a few moments. So Stott grounds out to second, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Okay. Where did this come from? I don't even know where that came from. Damn, dude, stay safe. Okay? Mm. 20 minutes away from Philly. Yeah, it's probably coming over here too. I'm sure it is. Just stay safe. That's all I can say. If it starts pouring over here and the winds really do start to pick up, I might have to get off a little bit early. But we'll see. I want to keep going until the end. That's really the goal. That is the end goal. So many people we got on YouTube. We got 21 people watching. Oh my gosh. That's cool, man. If you're new to my channel and if you do enjoy my content, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this content. You know, I really appreciate you guys for staying on here and for sticking with us through the thick and thin of everything. So, means a lot. Phillies have not been doing a good job at the plate today, and the pitching has been abysmal. But we get games like this all the time. So, it is what it is. But not the best start to the season that the Phillies could have imagined. Okay, so now they're saying that the tornado warnings have come, and it's going to be until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. It's in Bucks County, Burlington, and Mercer. So that's just over there. So that is not my county. Thank God. Craig Kimbrell comes into relief for the Phillies as Thompson comes up to pinch hit. And the first one that he sees, Bubba Thompson, fouls it off. So we start off the bottom of the 8th as Bubba Thompson will come up for Robbie Grossman, batting in the 6th spot. And Thompson will ground it over to third base, and it just gets past the glove of Bohm. And it goes into center field, and he will go in for 2. Or was that Edmundo Sosa? See, I can't even see because of the tornado warning. I think it was Josh Harrison. Josh Harrison. So another error by the Phillies, and Thompson gets aboard with an error as he goes over to second base. So yeah, that's true. Oof. Philly Classic game. Is it too early to say that? I know. All right. Well, Mitch Garver comes up, and he has been absolutely destroying the Phillies today thanks to 2 3-run home runs. And he's behind in the count 0-1 here. He has a chance to make it 7 RBI, at least, with a runner over at second. Then the 0-1 pitch is at the knees for a strike. Craig Kimbrell in the ball game for the Phillies. Used to be a big rival when he was really young. Now he's in a Phillies uniform. The 0-2 pitch. It's up high, and it gets past Garrett Stubbs, and he'll go over to third base. So Bubba Thompson. Why did I say Josh Jung? Bubba Thompson gets on with an error by Josh Harrison, and he went over to second and gets over to third on the pass ball. That's what they call it. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. And the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul ball towards the first base side, and the hook's foul. Subbing, bro. Thanks for the coverage. Maybe at some point we can chat on Discord. Yeah, man, that'd be really cool. I really appreciate you subscribing, man. I would love to do that. I would love to. I would definitely love to do that. I am gonna eventually make a Discord server for this. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt and outside for ball 2. So it's a 2-2 count. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Craig Kimbrell. And a little bit of a jam. But that's the third. The Phillies have committed 3 errors on the day. The 2-2 pitch. Outside and low for ball 3. Look. Oh my gosh. What's up, Robert? The 3-2 pitch. Outside and low again for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners. So an error by Josh Harrison. On the swing by Bubba Thompson. And now Marcus, who's coming up to the plate? Ezekiel Duran's going to come up. So Duran, as they flip off, I guess, what are they, flipping back to the top of the order? Or is Duran, see, I can't even tell now. And, no, Ezekiel Duran's the 8th hitter. Okay. So Duran comes in. I got to call his games when he was playing for the New York Yankees minor league affiliate, the Hudson Valley Renegades. He was really good at the minor league level, and he was a part of the Joey Gallo trade. He's behind in the count 0-1, and the next pitch is down low and outside for ball 1. 13-3 here in the bottom of the 8th inning, nobody out. And the Phillies trail by 10 runs. You see that graphic correctly. The 1-1 pitch to Duran. Swing and a miss on a slider that was way out of the zone. 85 on the gun by Kimbrell. Ezekiel Duran, a rookie. As I mentioned, he did really good for the Hudson Valley Renegades and was one of the top prospects for the Yankees, along with Anthony Volpe. 1-2 pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3, and Ezekiel Duran goes down looking, and there's Craig Kimbrell's first strikeout in a Phillies uniform. That looked really nice. So 1 out, and runners are still at the corners in the bottom of the 8th inning, and that'll bring up Josh Smith. Smith is 1 for 3 on the day. He did get hit by a pitch, though. And the first pitch he sees is way inside for a ball. Last season, he batted just a little bit underneath the Mendoza line with a 197 batting average, 2 home runs, and 16 RBI. The 1-0 pitch by Kimbrell. It is just a little bit off the plate, not by much. It was just a little inside. Graphics people called it a strike. He didn't even signal if it was a strike or not. 1-1 pitch. Down low and inside again. Another slider. And it's a 2-1 count. We still have one out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rangers haven't scored a run just yet in this inning alone. But they lead at 13-3. The 2-1 pitch way up high as Garrett Stubbs has to get up off of his knees to catch it. And it's another 3-ball count. So the Rangers scored 11 runs in the first game. And they've scored 13 here in the second game in the Phillies. As Craig Kimbrell ends up walking Josh Smith to load the bases. Phillies have only put up 3 runs in this game. They lost 11-7, and Rob Thompson's going to pull the plug, and that's going to do it for Craig Kimbrell. So we have another pitch and change here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's been a long game so far. We're not even at the 3-hour mark. So Thompson comes in, and that's going to do it for Craig Kimbrell. Okay. So here we go. Ugh. Bro, I feel like the 7th inning stretch was like 2 hours ago. Oh, man. If you guys are in the New Jersey area, I mean, like, stay safe, man, because this tornado looks a little scary. It's the winds are starting to pick up here, and I haven't seen rain just yet, but it looks a little scary, so please stay safe for sure. Oof. Ay. How many people we got on here? If you're new to my channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, first of all, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Let me tell you a little bit about me. So, I'm a broadcaster, right? I've been calling games for like the past 3 years. I graduated from college, and I called Wilmington Blue Rocks games and Delaware Blue Coats games, the NBA G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. So, I've been calling games for a little bit of time, and I interned at NFL Films and had an awesome experience there. And now I started my own YouTube channel about 4 months ago, and we've been going at it pretty strong ever since then. And, yeah, man, we've just been grinding and working our tails off here, putting in a lot of work and, trying to do everything that we can to just put out more content for sports. So definitely stay safe for sure. Oof. Got 20 people on here watching. Now 18. Oof. Man, we're definitely growing our numbers on here, which is nice. But it's the quality that matters, obviously. That's all it is. It's all about quality, and it's just about, getting in the reps. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for the following counties. Burlington. Okay, now Camden. Okay. Yep. There we go. So they just cut out the graphic, and we have a tornado warning that's effective until 7:42 p.m. Wow. Yep. I think I just heard some thunder. So. Oh, boy. Are they going to give it back over to the game? I hope so. Playback controls are disabled because of an emergency alert. All right, so I can't even call this until this emergency alert goes away. That's wild. There we go. Oh, that stinks. I never even accounted for this. What if even if I close out of it, it'll allow me to do that, at least. No? Can I refresh the page? Wow. This is bad. Alright, I refreshed it. Let's see if this works. I just want to know what happens throughout the rest of this game. That's all I want to know. There we go. Resume playback. Okay. They just scored a run. And now there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So it's 14-3. Did Josh Harrison just make another error again? Is that what he did? Or is he pitching? Oh, Josh Harrison's pitching. Harrison throws the next pitch and it's way outside for ball 1. My gosh, I just want to try to call the rest of this game. I can't believe Josh Harrison's pitching. The 3-1 pitch in the dirt and outside for ball 4. So the bases become loaded once again. And my score sheet for this Rangers for this Rangers offense is just wild. Oof. Hopefully no trees fall. So now Nathaniel Lowe comes up with the bases loaded, then he takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Josh Harrison's pitching. How about that? And Lowe lines it into right field, and there's a 2-run single at least, as 2 runs will easily come in to score, and it's now a 16-3 ball game. Oh, there's just going to be 1 run. I thought 2 just came home. Nope. All right, well, it's 15-3 now, and the Phillies trail by a dozen. This is not basketball. This is baseball. 15-3. Yep, I just saw some lightning. All right, no balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch is down low and in the dirt for a ball. All right, well, if my stream goes out, you'll know why. And it's 15-3. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bases are loaded. And the 2-2. The 1-2 pitch is taken outside for ball 2. Oof. And the 2-2 pitch. It is swung on and lined over into left field for another base hit. It gets past the third baseman. And another run comes in to score. So it's now 16-3. Rangers lead by 13 now. This is a bloodbath of a performance. Gosh, come on. I just want to go back to the game. I understand, why you're doing this, but I just want to go back to it. 16-3. The next pitch to Jung is lined out to shortstop, and finally the inning comes to an end. 3 more runs by the Rangers here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and now we go to the 9th. Phillies have their last chance. Can they score 13 runs in 1 inning? I don't know. Oof. Come on. What a game. This is, now we've been going on for 3 hours and 15 minutes. So now I don't even know who's subbing in anymore. I don't even know who's on this roster right now that's coming in for the Phillies. I really don't. All right. If my stream cuts out, it's because we're having a tornado warning, so I apologize. I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec. All right, here we go. We're in the ninth inning now. My doggy just came in. She was barking at me, and my parents aren't even home. I don't know why they're out. We have a tornado. Watch. I don't know who would go out during that, but whatever. All right. It's 2-0. It's a 2-0 count to Alec Bohm as Hearn comes in for the final 3 outs of this game. Thank you all so much for sticking around and tuning in to the rest of this. Bohm takes the next pitch, and it's now a 3-0 count. Girl, Reese. Good girl. Nobody out, and Alec Bohm takes the next pitch. It was on the... Oh, man, that was up high for a ball, but they called it a strike anyways. 7, 8, and 9 coming up for the Phils in this inning. Earned with 4 pitches in this inning so far. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means a lot. We reached 140. That was my goal. The 3-1 pitch. That time it's down low and in the dirt for ball 4. So Alec Bohm is 0 for 3 on the day, but he finally gets on with a walk. So Hearn, see some more things about him. Hearn has been, somebody that has done a pretty good job in the bullpen. He's 28 years old now, as Derek Hall comes in to pinch hit. Jake Cave is still up. Sorry about that. I was looking at the wrong thing. So Cave fouls the first pitch off. He's behind in the count 0-1, and the 0-1 pitch is right over the heart of the plate for another strike. Now he just had tornado warnings again. All right, so now I have a national weather alert thing, and I can't even look at this game. Playback controls are disabled. So now I got to close out of this. Ay. Come on, man. I just want to see the end of this game. That's all I want to do. I just want to call the end of this game, and now they are taking me off. Which I understand, but at the same time, this is... This sucks. This really sucks. Oof. Oh, boy. Let's go to the Fox Sports app. Okay. There we go. Okay, here we go. 1 out. 0-2 to Jordan Pache, who's up. I gotta have my phone on me. And the next pitch is inside for a ball. So it's a 1-2 count to Jordan Pache. It just got really dark out here. And the 1-2 pitch to Jordan Pache. He swings and he goes down swinging for the second out of this 9th inning. We still live? Yeah, we're still live. Good. I don't know why my stream stops recording. Okay. So now they're down to their final out here. And it'll be Trey Turner. And the first pitch he takes is down low for a ball. Yep. And now the National Weather Service alert has come up again. Oh my gosh, please. Two balls, no strikes to Trey Turner. And the next pitch will be hit high and deep to left field, and that's going back to the track to the wall, and it just hooks foul. So it's a 2-1 count. Phillies down to their final out here in the top of the 9th inning. It's okay, baby. You're a good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. She's laying right by my feet in this tornado watch. We have a piece of equipment that was loose again, as the umpires having a hard time hearing each other. Let's see what happened here. That's a little odd. 2 balls, 1 strike to Trey Turner. Phillies down to their final out here in the top of the 9th inning. They trail 16-3. You've definitely heard that correctly. It was an umpire review, so they're trying to see if it was a home run or not. That's what it was, or it is. Trey Turner still is out of the box. Just taking his time. It was a long shot, for sure. But I thought it just hooked foul. It's okay, baby. It's okay. She just heard the thunder. She's such a good girl, Reese. Up there's some lightning. 2 balls, 1 strike to Trey Turner. Oops. It's okay, baby. Winds are really picking up now. It's okay, baby. So now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. I'm not even going to go by the TV anymore. Takes it down low for ball 3. Hearn gets set, and the 3-1 pitch. Swinging a high fly out to left center field. It's going back to the warning track and making the catch for the 3rd and final out in center field for the ball game is Smith. So that'll do it. The Phillies lose by a final score of 16-3. That ends the ball game. And the Rangers, they put up 27 runs in these first 2 games. So, okay, we're just going to sign off because we have a lot of lightning over here, and I'm happy that we made it through. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Okay, we're going to be back tomorrow night. We will not be covering the Phillies game. We will be doing the Sixers game as they take on the Milwaukee Bucks. So that'll be at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I'll come up with the link and all that sort of stuff at a later time. But thank you all so much for tuning in. I will catch you all on the next one. Y'all are the best. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Don't forget to do any of that sort of stuff. Y'all are the real ones. You're the real homies. And I'll be back tomorrow night. Peace out.